What up, you little bitches? Your commish here, coming from the hizzy, folks shizzy. Okay, it is. We're going into week 4 already. The season's going by pretty damn quickly here. So I want to give you guys a recap for week 3. Missed week 2. Kind of busy, shit going on. Can't get these every week, but I'm gonna try as much as I can. So to the boards we'll go. Let's take a look at these matchups and see what happened last week. Some pretty high scoring affairs. First up is yours truly, the commish versus Maxwell, who is still looking for his first win on the year. Unfortunately, he ran into a powerhouse. Boy, my team went the fuck off. Okay, let me just tell you. Across the board, double digits, except for my defense, missed the double digits by 1. I wanted to say double digits across the board, but Texans held me back by 1 point. But Sterling Shepard, 100 yards, touchdown, 28 points. Amari Cooper is looking like a beast this year. I think he's had a touchdown, at least one touchdown every game so far. Kevin, you were knocking on me, taking Cooper over Stephon Diggs. Who, you're not looking too good anymore, is it? And then Zeke, Mixon finally got going. So yeah, all around my team just performed. I dropped 177 on this dude. Sorry, Maxwell. I like you, bro, but you were in my way. He had a pretty shitty performance out of a lot of his guys. One dude who's been pretty good for him, good pickup, was Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry, as they're calling him. Dude has a touchdown. I think he's the first rookie ever in NFL history to have 1 touchdown and 5 receptions every game the first 3 games of his career. A little stat for you. James Conner hasn't been getting going, but Cooper Kupp on Monday night, 11 receptions, 100 yards, and 2 fucking touchdowns. Wasn't enough to catch me, though. He was down by over 100 most of the day. So I get the dub, go to 2-1. Maxwell's still looking for his first win. Next up is Juicy J, aka Gronk Smash, which I don't know why you have Gronk Smash on there. That dude's dead. Versus Sergio. Sergio's been on a tear. He's really been putting up some big points, and he did this week as well. 162, but not quite enough. Tommy's team went fucking beast mode and dropped 202 points. Yep, he hit the 200 marker. Pretty fucking crazy shit. Tommy's team, across, just like mine, across the board, double digits, except for one player who got 9 points. But damn. Talk about some big points here. Aaron Rodgers 18, Alvin Kamara for 19, doing what he does. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the projection. Alvin Kamara for 37, Mark Ingram for 36. He had 3 touchdowns against Kansas City. And Mike fucking Evans. There was chatter of people. Chris Godwin might be the number 1 in Tampa. Yeah, fucking right. Meet fucking Mike Evans. 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, good for 46 fucking points. Jesus Christ, yeah, the dude went the fuck off. Good for 202 points. Like I said, Sergio had a really good outing from his squad. Couple dudes held him back. Chris Godwin, we were just talking about, and Emmanuel Sanders combined for 10. But he got 25 from Dalvin Cook, who's looking like one of the top running backs in the league this year. He's finally healthy. Russell Wilson, 43 fucking points. He fucking murked the Saints. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. Really had a big game. Evan Ingram took like an 80-yarder to the house. He put up 25. And Greg Olsen, old man time coming back, had 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. So good for 162. Normally get a dub. Not this week. You ran into Juicy J. So Juicy J goes to 3-0. I think he's our only undefeated. I could be wrong on that. And Sting Like AB Sergio is 2-1. Next up is Sleeping Giants versus John Martinez, Mighty Titans. John was looking to get his first dub of the season. And unfortunately, his team just underperformed again. He got 21 from Tom Brady, and that's about it. Jaguars D17 on Thursday. Really nothing else to look after. Odell Beckham disappointed. Todd Gurley disappointed. Derrick Henry kind of disappointed as well compared to what he was doing earlier in the year. So only put up 94 points. Old sleeping giants over here. Jorge had a big game out of Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is the #1 receiver through 3 weeks in PPR, and I think standard in non-PPR as well. But man, he had a big game against my Texans. 44 points. I think he had 100 yards, 2 TDs, a shitload of catches. Looking unstoppable right now. Deshaun Watson from my Texans responded with 27 points of his own. David Johnson, he put up 18, but David Johnson's been one of the most, I would say inconsistent, inefficient running backs in the league. I think the last 3 years he has the lowest yards per carry of any running back that has 100 or more carries. So I think he's more of a volume play at this point. I'm not on the David Johnson bandwagon, to be honest. Plus that offensive line sucks, really bad too. So it's not doing him any favors. Back to the matchup though. Old Jorge gets his first win of the year, goes to 1-2. That was a 0-2 versus 0-2. John goes to 0-3. Unfortunately, one of them had to lose and go 0-3. So Jorge, you get your first win. Congrats, bruh. Next up is Excellence of Execution, Johnny Arispe versus Jaime Arevalo, James Arevalo. Johnny, you need to change your name, bro, because you had executing shit, putting up 88 points and going 0-3. Okay, James blasted this full 142 to 88. Looking over Johnny's team, I mean, he had pretty consistent team, double digits, but just not that high double digits. You know, Kyler Murray for 17, Leonard Fournette for 15, D-Hop for 12. D-Hop broke out week 1 and hasn't really done much. He's had some tough matchups, but I think this week D-Hop's going to go big against Carolina. This is probably a breakout game for him. Damn, bro, you started Vernon fucking Davis? Jesus, hit me up if you need a tight end, bro. He sat O.J. Howard for Vernon Davis. Woo! Nonetheless, 88. Back to the score, we had James, who had 19 from Mitchell Trubisky. God damn, y'all are starting some scrubs in this league. Holla at me. I got 2 quarterbacks. I'll trade you one. Juju didn't look very good. The offense doesn't look very good, but I think it was either a screen or just like a little slant. Took it to the house. 70-something yarders. Helped pad Mason Rudolph's numbers. And then Travis Kelce for 15. And Nelson Aguilar for 23 as well. So, yep, James gets the dub. He goes to 2-1. Excellence of execution isn't executing. Goes to 0-3. I think we have 3 0-3s in this league right now. Holy shit. A lot of games left to play, though. You can still dig out of that hole. Next up was Tao versus Michael Bocanegra. This was a pretty close matchup, 145 to 135. Tao gets the dub here, goes to 2-1, while Michael goes to 1-2. Michael has a shitload of points, by the way, so him at 1-2 is kind of shocking. He scored like a crap ton of points thus far, so he's taken some bad beats. He scored a lot of points and lost twice. So old Tao, he had a good one from Kyle Allen. He started Kyle Allen, ballsy, 25 points there. I think he threw for 4 touchdowns. Darren Waller, I mean, no touchdowns, but the dude is fucking just catching 8 yard, 8 yard, 8 yard, 8 yard. I think he had 13 catches for like 100 and something yards. So, yeah, good, really good for PPR, 28 points. T.Y. Hilton for 20, although he did re-injure that quad that was bugging him going into this week. So we'll see if he plays this next week. My money is on he probably won't. And then DJ Moore for 14. On Michael Bocanegra's side, Patrick Mahomes just basically matchup proof at this point, I think. I mean, he's an auto play. The dude is on a huge tear. 29 points against the Ravens, you know? I mean, Jesus Christ, the dude just can do everything. Marlon Mack for 16, Michael Thomas for 16, and Christian Kirk for 15. Philip Lindsay had a big game for 29, but Mark Andrews, Randall Cobb, Chris Carson all had really bad games. So 135 held him back a little bit. He gets the loss. So Tao, good looking out, 2-1. Mike back to the drawing board at 1-2. And then we had Kevin. Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry. I know you're going to talk shit when I said that. Kevin is the other 3-0 team. Relax, bro. Relax. Okay, I know you're talking shit as soon as I said that earlier. Kevin goes 3-0 versus Isaac, his arch nemesis. Kevin was 3-0. I'm sorry, Kevin goes 3-0. Isaac goes 2-1 with a 167 to 118. Pretty big points from Kevin's team. Leading the way was Tyler Lockett for like 11 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Good for 33 points. Julian Edelman for 19, who was a little banged up, but I think he's going to be okay. Julio Jones had a big game, 27 points there, and Dak Prescott for 22 against Miami. They kind of started running a lot in the second half because Miami was just outmatched like a motherfucker. For Isaac, he had a decent outing. You know, he got 17 from Phillip Rivers, 23 from Christian McCaffrey, who had like 170 all-purpose yards or something. The rest of his team just kind of gave up on him. He had 10s and 11s and 12s, but no real big games from anybody else. So, yep, didn't get it done. He gets the L. One of them was going to go to 3-0, and it happened to be Kevin. So, good win. All right, that's it for last week's recap. I already took a look at going forward for week 4, and I'll tell you who my predicted winners are going to be. So Corey, myself versus Tommy, not Maxwell. Tommy, who just put up 202. I just put up 178. So this is a powerhouse matchup. We're actually both projected to do over 130 points, which I think we're the only two to be projected 130, except for Kevin, I think, next week. So this is a powerhouse matchup. I have some good matchups. I'm going to give myself the edge. I'm going to say I get the dub, but this is really a defining matchup for, I think, who will be at the top of the league here next week. Both teams are really firing on all cylinders. So, we'll see what happens. Next up is Sergio versus Jorge. Sergio did lose Saquon. Looks like pretty bad injury. They're saying 4 to 8 weeks, probably on the tail end of that 8 weeks. It looked pretty bad. Saquon's in a walking boot and shit. And I should say Jorge has some pretty good matchups. So I'm going to give Jorge the nod here. I think he takes this down. Next up, Maxwell versus Johnny. Both are 0-3. They both need to win pretty bad. Johnny's rolling out 2 Lions players every week. Can you say Homer? Did I use it right? Homer? Okay, I used it right. I'm going to give a slight edge to Maxwell here, but this is a big... Both of these guys need this win really, really bad, so we'll see what happens. Next up, Tal versus John. John is 0-3 as well. Looking at the matchups, I think Tal fades and John is going to get his first dub of the year. We haven't really heard much from him in the group chat, so hopefully after his first win, we'll get something out of him. Next up is James versus Isaac. Isaac, I think your luck is running out. You're lucky enough to be 2-1. You keep talking. But I think James has some nice matchups. I think James is going to get you, bro. I think your luck has run out on this one. And then finally, Michael versus Kevin. This is the second highest projection of the week. Michael and Kevin both have high. I think Mike's 126, Kevin's 130 projected. So this is going to be a high-scoring affair, probably. I'm going to give the slight edge to Kevin here just based off of matchups. But that one could definitely go either way. But that's going to be a high-scoring affair as well. So anyways, good luck, guys. Tomorrow we start off the week 4 with Philly versus Green Bay. It's going to be a good high score. Finally get a good kind of high octane, 2 high octane offenses on Thursday night. So it's going to be a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Kamish is out. Have a good one.